So then guys, great news, the next generation of the standard iPad is on its way and it's coming out really soon. Today, I want to tell you about all the leaks and rumors that we've heard about for this new iPad update that we're going to be getting fairly soon. So first of all though, let's quickly talk about where we are with the current iPad. Well, the current iPad design that we have right now got first introduced us back in 2022, and it did have quite a hefty price tag at $429 US. The great news is that back in 2024, in the early part, the price got reduced down to $329 US for this iPad, what was a far more sensible price for it. It did come out with an A14 chip inside of our iPad, and it was actually starting to lack a little bit on performance. And that's why in 2025, earlier this year, we got the new iPad, and that actually got upgraded to an A16 chip put inside of it. And then on top of that as well, we got more RAM too, so we've now got 6 gigabytes of RAM in this. And then after, say, September time this year, we also got that new update to iPadOS 26, what allows for, say, Windows and things like this. And it's a great device and a great starter out iPad out there. So many people of you out there buy this iPad, and in fact, it's Apple's most popular iPad they sell right now. And as we're even getting towards the end of 2025, you can actually pick this up on some great deals now for less than $300 for it. What's absolutely incredible value for what you're getting with this iPad. There's also options, obviously you can have a folio case with it, with a trackpad and keyboard, but then on top of that too, you can use this for so many different kind of scenarios out there for games. You can also use it for university lectures. You could just use it for just watching media on as well. And overall, it's a great iPad, and like I said, it comes out with loads of different colors and options too. So that is really, really fantastic for it. But a lot of you guys are wondering, what about the next generation of the iPad? What's going to make that one so different to the current iPad that we have right now? Well, we've heard some leaks and rumors coming in, and the biggest change that we've heard about for this new iPad, what's going to be coming out, is that most likely it's going to get upgraded to an A18 chip inside of it. And most likely this will be the basic A18, very similar to like we've got in the iPhone 16e right now. This chip essentially is a slightly watered down one from what we got with the normal iPhone 16. It's missing one GPU core, so we've only got, say, 4 GPU cores, but we still do have the 6-core CPU inside of it, so 4 efficiency cores and 2 performance cores. But one of the big enablers of having an A18 chip is that we also get the ability to use Apple Intelligence. And this means finally the baseline iPad would be able to use Apple Intelligence in it. And especially that we've heard in the likes of, say, 2026, we're going to be getting lots of new kind of Apple Intelligence features. This iPad will be ready for that, what is super great news. Now, the other cool thing with getting an A18 chip inside of it is that it also means that we'd get more RAM again. And this time we'd have 8 gigabytes of RAM inside of this iPad, what is more enough for most basic users. Remember the likes of, say, the M4 iPad Pro, what's just been replaced by the M5 iPad Pro. The baseline of that had 8 gigabytes of RAM, so 8 gigabytes inside of this, you can imagine, is going to be more than enough for most people out there, and also going into the future too. So this is fantastic news to hear that we'll be getting that chip, and that's probably going to be the biggest upgrade we're going to get with it. Now, the next question you guys might be asking about with this iPad is what other kind of upgrades will we be getting with it? Well, something else what could actually happen is that Apple could also introduce the likes of, say, their N1 chip inside of this iPad. Remember, the N1 chip got introduced earlier this year with the iPhones, and we've also got it in the iPad Pro. The only one little thing I would say is it might not happen due to the fact that the A18 chip, if we get that inside of it, might not be compatible with the Apple N1 chip. Do remember that we've got the likes of, say, the A19 chips now, and we've also got the M5 chips, and we know it works with that, the N1, but we haven't actually seen the N1 work with an older chip. But one thing I would say for the cellular version of this iPad, it is more than likely it would also get a C1 chip put inside of it. Do remember we've got the iPhone 16e, and remember that doesn't come with the N1 chip, but it does have the C1 chip inside of it. And this gives us Wi-Fi 6E inside. This current iPad iPad right now with the A16 has Wi-Fi 6, so at least we'd get a bump up there to Wi-Fi 6E inside of this iPad. I'd say that's probably more than likely going to happen. So that means for people who get the cellular version of this, that battery life might be a little bit better than what we have with the current iPad right now. But like I said, for the N1 chip, it's a little bit 50-50 at the moment because we just don't know if that chip is compatible with, say, an A18 chip out there. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. The only other thing to mention as well is to do with the actual design of the iPad. This is most likely not going to change whatsoever. So the current design we have with the iPad is going to stay around now. Nothing's going to change here. We're still going to have, say, probably the camera at the top. It's going to be the same cameras inside of it, the same size screen. Don't expect a laminated screen down, you know, and all of this. This is going to be their budget kind of iPad out there, what Apple make right now. So just be aware of that. And it's the same with colors as well, that they're probably going to keep the exact same color range what they have right now. And they're probably not going to update it anytime soon. Just be aware of that as well. But just quickly, guys, just want to tell you about two things. First of all, I've got my own product coming out in the next week or so, what I'm going to be announcing on this channel via a video, and I cannot wait to show you it. And the great news is that quite a lot of you guys are probably able to get your hands on this for free as well. So that's going to be absolutely awesome. But the other thing I want to tell you about is the giveaway we're doing on this channel for this right here. It's an iPhone 17 Pro Max on an international giveaway on this channel that I'm giving to one lucky subscriber in mid-January 2026. And the great thing is, anybody around the world can enter into this international giveaway, and so much so this iPhone 17 Pro Max also has a physical card slot inside of it, SIM card slot. So this basically means that if you're in a country that doesn't allow eSIMs, you can still use this phone too. So that is really great news. Now, to enter into the giveaway, you just have to do two things. The first thing you need to do is just put down some comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025 or into early 2026. Maybe it's going to be a new iPhone, maybe it's going to be a new MacBook, maybe it's going to be nothing to do with Apple whatsoever. It could be a Nintendo Switch 2, for example, or something else. Well, just let me know in the comments below. Now, the other thing then, what you need to do is make sure you check out the video that I'll be bringing out in mid-January time, giving you more details about the giveaway. And in this video, I'll be telling you to fill in a form and also give you the date of when I'll do the live stream to give away this iPhone 17 Pro Max. So what you'll need to do to make sure you definitely see that video is to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell too. Plus you want to be a subscriber because obviously I'm giving this away to a lucky subscriber. Now, the last thing I just want to also mention to you guys that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonate me, intending to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, direct message. Please do ignore these people, basically right here. Please do report them. So, moving on from this then, guys, what about the release date and also the price then for this new iPad then? Well, most likely we're going to be seeing this new iPad in 2026. And in fact, Apple by accident leaked this iPad in some code, as you can see right here. And it basically has told us that it's going to be coming in springtime 2026. And this kind of makes sense because if you remember, if we go back to 2024, this is when the iPad with the A14 chip, that got reduced down in price in the springtime. Then in 2025 we got the one with the A16 chip inside of it, and then obviously that came out in spring. So to get this in 2026 in the springtime, this also makes a lot of sense too for when we'll actually be getting it. Now, for the exact month when it's going to happen, what I'm going to be saying right now, it's most likely going to be March or April time, or potentially even into May time. We've heard that we're going to get things like the MacBook Air in maybe in January and February time, and maybe those new MacBook Pros coming out with the M5 Pro and the M5 Max. So, you know, the iPad is probably not going to get released alongside those. It's probably going to be a little bit further into springtime, but it's not that far away. Now, the other thing you might be asking about is what about the pricing then for this iPad? Well, more than likely, Apple are going to retain the price of the iPad right now. So remember, we can pick up this iPad with the A16 for $329 US, or you could probably get it less on some good deals before the end of 2025. But the thing is, it's most likely going to stay exactly the same as its release kind of price, and that is going to be $329 US for the baseline version. Now, for storage wise, Do expect storage to still be 128 gigabytes. It will not be 256 gigabytes as upgraded there, because it is the budget iPad. So just be aware of that, but obviously there will be offerings to upgrade your storage too. But really guys, that is the latest and greatest we have on the new 2026 iPad, or A18 iPad, whatever you want to call it. Are you excited for it? Are you going to get one? Well, let me know in the comments below. And on that note as well guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.